not for the first time this season. Late conceding a goal, it's cost you.
Yeah, as again, I said to lads in there that, you know, if we'd have played till 84 minutes this season, we'd have been sixth in the league, and it's not good enough. You know, it's all right. You know, I get a stick, and that's fair enough. That's part and parcel of a job. It comes with a job. But in the last 3 games, we threw away 5 points because we can't mark as many box, and ultimately, that is something that I have no control whatsoever over. You know, I give people jobs to mark, and if they don't mark their man in box, then I physically can't go on the pitch and tell them to mark. Like I said, we've dropped 5 points in the last 3 games through inability to see games out and mark as men in box, and then 5 points would have probably put us up to 15th, I think. So, you know, either I have to change things or the lads need to change, because we are getting into a point now where the pitches are starting to cut up. It's harder to play football on you know, not this type of pitch. It's not too bad, but we'll go away and pitches will get cut up, and games will be a lot more scrappy. And you know, we need to probably add a bit more of an edge and ugly side to his game, because we don't want to be where we are, and I don't.
Well, you're finding yourself in a bit of a dogfight, really, if you're not too careful, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I know. Obviously, Bradford have lost today, but it's one of them where the lads need to stand up and be counted now. We cover absolutely everything in training, attacking, defence, how the opposition's going to play, and the lads need to you know, take some accountability now. We brought them to a football club because we believe that they're good enough, and like I said, in the last 3 games we've chucked away a lot of points because we can't pick men up in box. And it's both ends at boxes that are going to win you and lose your points, and we're not doing that at the moment.
Well, you took the lead with that penalty,
yeah,
and when you got the ball out wide, particularly to Badet, it looked as though, you know, you were going to create something. But as the game wore on, that sort of reduced and became less and less. Was that what you were most disappointed about?
Yeah, I was, yeah, because at half time we'd identified that we need to get the ball to Noel and Jordan, and that was our half time team talk, is that we need to have a touch and play it wide as quick as possible. And you know, games are going to get scrappy, but you've got to have a little bit about you now to want to get on it still in scrappy games like this, and look to feed your key players. And you know, maybe we need to play a little bit uglier now. Now the pitches are, you know, cutting up, and obviously we haven't got the surfaces that we had at the start of the season. We might need to play a different way, because we're noticing that the teams are picking up points from playing certain ways, and maybe we need to start doing that as a group now.
Do you feel the creative juices are drying up a little bit when you're trying to create something? The guys in midfield, we felt there's a little lack of cohesion there today.
A little bit, yeah. But you can say, as a player, you can save yourself loads of running about if you talk and you communicate. You know, ultimately, you know, on the sideline, you can tinker things around. You can put people out in different areas of pitch, but on the pitch, it's down to the lads. They need to be speaking to the teammates, explaining what they want from them, telling them what they want from them, and getting the best out of them. Like I said, you know, we give people players to mark, and we've dropped a point today. We dropped, you know, whichever way you want to look at it, 2 points at Boston, 2 points at Worcester, and you know, them points are going to be vital. And we need to start getting that into the lads, that unless they start turning things around, we are going to end up in a relegation scrap again, like we have done, you know, since, well, I've been here for the last 6 years now. This is my 6th year, and we've always had to go into the last 5-6 games of the season needing a couple of wins, just to cement a status in this league. And we've got a chance as a group. We need to pick them points up now, or it is going to get to that stage, and it's down to the lads. You know, like I've just said, we give them a platform to play on. We tell them exactly what the opposition are going to do, which turned out today. We knew that they'd get it into Smith and look out wide to get Rollins into it, and we've switched off from throwing that we speak about, and they've scored. Again, not marking us man at box, and they've scored. And you know, like I said, I get the stick for it, and that's fair enough because that comes with the job. But ultimately, I have no control of mistakes on a football pitch, and the lads need to realise now that if they don't want to get dragged into anything, they need to start performing.
And let's hope they can stand up and be counted the next game against Telford.
Yeah, that's what we're wanting. We're wanting people to stand up and be counted because this is a good football club. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to chairman and people that are around and involved in it. And we need to stand up and be counted as a group. They need to stand up as a group of players. And we need to start picking up some points.
Okay, Tom, thanks for your time.
Cheers.
I know it's difficult to take, but
yeah,
thanks so
no
much.
worries.